Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your favorite Mexican guy, 333 Entertainment. Um, I'm here to talk about Apple and the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7s and the iPhone 7s Plus and the iPhone 8 that's coming out, and the rumors and the leaks about all the phone. You know what? Honestly, I don't think the phone's gonna be very, very good. I mean, I know you got a lot of fucking Apple nerds that'll actually go out and buy this shit, even though it's not worth it. Um, you got to remember, Samsung came up with all this stuff before Apple, so Samsung is way ahead of Apple. I mean, Samsung has face recognition already. Samsung has the back sensor for your print already, which the iPhone 8 is probably going to have, or the 7s Plus is going to have. Not to mention, they're going to be too high. Um, they're actually going to be too high in price. I mean, $1,200 to $1,400 for an iPhone 8, they could kiss my fucking ass, for that shit. Um, I have a 7 Plus now, but I mean, like, um, the information I wanted to give you is that I was talking to my friends that are good with technical issues for iPhones and their IT techs and we talked about this yesterday, a few of us, and we came to um, we came to a conclusion that Apple is going to eventually have security so tight that there is going to be no more jailbreak. There'll probably be one more if there is, and then there will not be any more fucking jailbreaks at all. Um, and another thing that we were talking about was that when you sign out of iCloud, if you have your right information to sign out of iCloud and it's your phone, you should be able to sign out of iCloud. But for some reason, as of yesterday, I went to go sell my 7 Plus, and it didn't let me sign out of iCloud. It said my account was locked. It said unlock account. Now I had to go through all this information and answer some security questions, which I did answer correctly. And when it got to the point where it started spinning, it started saying it got to the next level of the page, and it told me one or more questions weren't right. So when I was trying to sell my phone to this guy, I actually called Apple with him in the car, and she went through the whole process with me to Apple Tech, and she asked me what the Apple ID was, and I said I know the password too, but she said don't give me the password. Can you answer the questions? And I said yes. So she answers. I go to answer the same questions that they asked me on the phone, the same ones, the same exact same ones. Nothing different about them. And she tells me that I'm absolutely correct. So she gives me a 24-hour period window to go now, and then I have to wait for an email, which will come probably in about the next 2 hours because that's a 24-hour period. And I have to create new questions and answer them, and then make sure that I answer them with caps or non-caps, and make sure that I go answer them correctly when I put unlock my account, because now I'm going to change the answers, and then it should let me log out. That is fucking ridiculous. Um, what me and my friends were talking about yesterday, because we're IT techs and we're techs. I'm a web designer. My friend does technical stuff too, like for AT&T and other stuff. We're web designers, coding and all that. But um, what I think in the future is going to happen in a couple of years is that Apple is not going to let you sign out of Apple ID anymore. Apple's not going to let you sign up iCloud anymore. I think what's going to happen is that Apple knows that people are taking stolen phones and bypassing them, or even taking your own phone and signing out of iCloud or Find My iPhone, and you're making a profit off of it. And because you can make a profit off of it, I don't think they want people to make a profit off of it. Just like the jailbreak. The jailbreak can be profitable too if Sarek knew how to make it profitable. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. Um, I think the jailbreak would just be no more. As of Apple already discontinued the iPod, I mean, I don't know why they would discontinue an iPod. iPods are cool. They should make the big one like the phone and keep making them and introduce a new one, which I did hear was rumored that new iPod was going to actually come out when a new phone came out in September or October. But I believe, just like my friends believe, that we will not be able to sign out of iCloud anymore. I believe that the only way you'll be able to sign out of iCloud and sell your phone is if you take it back to the provider, which is Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, or Sprint. And when they sign you out, they'll give you what your phone is worth, and then you can do a trade-in. Or you could take it to Apple. They'll sign you out, and you can do a trade-in, and you're only going to get what they give you. Trust me, that's what's going to happen in the future. A lot of people think a lot of people think that it's not going to happen. That probably most of you probably think that I'm just talking shit and saying that that's probably not going to happen, and then we'll probably end up being able to sign out and the security be so good. The security is so good right now that you can't even bypass iCloud if you wanted to. I mean, you can't. I mean, people make these stupid ass videos on how to bypass it, and for what? You can't even do nothing but fucking get on YouTube. I mean, what good is it for? It's still bricked. I mean, it's almost like it's bricked because you can't make phone calls, you can't do anything. You're not completely on the home screen. So I mean, why make a video that's useless? Um, and this goes for like iDevice and Everything Apple Pro and iCracker Device and all those other people that make videos. I mean, it's useless to make a video on something that you can't fucking use because you can't sell it anyway, and you're not going to get a real good portion of the money if you try to sell it. I mean, clearly, if your phone's a 7S Plus, I mean a 7 Plus, and it's worth fucking $900 or something like that, or maybe $1,200, you're probably going to get about $200 because it's iCloud locked. Now, that's ridiculous. So that's why I'm telling you um, that I believe that Apple's security is going to be so tight that you, even if you wanted to sign out of iCloud, you probably will be able to sign out of iCloud. This is what we came up with my friends because we're web designers, a bunch of us. And this is what we came up with. Either you'll be able to sign out, but you still won't be able to sell your phone because there'll still be another security lock on it where you still can't sell it, so a person can unlock it and use it for another carrier. Um, I believe, as I said, I believe that they're not going to let you sign out of iCloud anymore. That's what I think. I think in a couple of years that Apple's going to, as I said before, I'll repeat it again, you're going to have to take it back to your provider or to Apple, and they'll give you what it's worth and sign you out, and then you can go from there and buy what you want, and you'll have credit towards the next phone that you want. Or if you have good credit, you can take out the next phone, or the installment plans with the no credit plan on T-Mobile and Verizon and Sprint and all that bullshit that they have out. Trust me, that's what's going to happen in a couple years. Give it about 2 years, and that's what'll happen. And the iPhone needs to quit already. I mean, come on, what are they going to do? iPhone 9? iPhone 10? iPhone 11? I mean, what is this, like a fucking Friday the 13th movie or Halloween? They just keep repeating them. I mean, there's got to be a time where they stop and just call it iPhone again, you know? Or it's just something totally different. But to keep going with numbers would be totally ridiculous. Anyways, that's my information on this and the iPhone. Will I be getting the new iPhone? Hell no, because I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll probably get the Note, which will probably be a lot better than the iPhone. Anyways, peace. I'm out of here. And if you like this video, subscribe above or subscribe below. There's no original link I could leave in the description. This is 330T Entertainment signing off and telling you, don't go with Apple anymore, man. It's only the Apple nerds that stay in line for this bullshit. And Apple doesn't even work right anyway. It's glitchy as fuck. I mean, even when you're on the right firmware, it's still glitchy. You have to reboot. You get stuck. It doesn't download right. I mean, it doesn't even have an alarm thing where you can turn it off. I mean, can't they come up with a thing where your alarm can turn off after like 6 rings? I mean, they don't even have that yet. It's just ridiculous, man. I know about the iPhone because I've had the very first one, and I still have the very first one, and it can be worth something if I put it on eBay, but I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to keep it. And this is the last phone that I'll actually buy. Plus, I have a 5S, and those are the last phones that I'll actually buy. This phone is the actual phone that I'll lastly buy. I was actually gonna downgrade from the 7 Plus all the way back to the 6S Plus because I heard the 6S Plus is way better than the 7 Plus. But and the 5S is one of the phones that they keep around for a long time because it's one of the best iPhones ever made. Keep that in mind. It is one of the best iPhones ever made. That's why they always show videos on it, and you never see anything on the 6 or the 6 Plus or the 5C or the 5SE or anything like that. Or I mean the iPhone SE. Um, but keep in mind, man, security's gonna get real tight, and even if you own the phone, you're not gonna be able to log out of it. Trust me. A couple of years. Peace. I'm out.